ripped down the right field line, base hit heading toward the sidewall. Brandon Nimmo has tied a club record with 9 RBIs today.
From MLB.com, this is the Morning Lineup Podcast. I'm your host, Will Leach. Today is Tuesday, April 29th. Now it's a little hacky, I gotta admit, to start a day off with celebrity birthdays, but there's only one day that's the birthday of Jerry Seinfeld, who, holy cow, is 71, Daniel Day-Lewis, 68, Michelle Pfeiffer, 67, and Willie Nelson, who is 92 freaking years old today. Now that is a batch of birthdays. Anyway, we're going to tell you everything that happened in Major League Baseball on Monday, and we're going to do it all in under 10 minutes. And seriously, happy birthday, Willie Nelson.
These days don't come very often. It's taken me 9 years, and like you said, that's really cool that, tie a franchise record. You just keep fighting and try and stay, calm, cool, and collected through it, and eventually break through and have days like this.
Heading into the 6th inning of Monday night's game against the Nationals, Brandon Nimmo was kind of off to a slow start. He was only hitting 191, and the usual on-base machine had an OBP of only 239. Everyone on the Mets seemed to be having fun but him. But then came that 6th inning in a game the Mets were already leading 4-0. With 2 runners on, Nimmo did this.
And Nimmo cracks one out to right center field. Back in the gap goes Cruz. Back to the warning track, takes a look, and it's out of here.
The very next inning, Nimmo came to the plate with the bases loaded. Care to venture a guess as to what he did then?
Swung on and absolutely crushed to right field. Cruz going back to the warning track. He's a spectator. Long gone to the left of the bullpen. Grand slam, Brandon Nimmo.
Now, you or I might have taken our 7 RBIs and chilled out for the night. Maybe had a margarita. Call an old Chantel Ackerman movie on the Criterion channel. But not our Brandon. In the 8th inning, Nimmo came up with the bases loaded again.
And Brandon pulls one over the bag. That's going to go down the line. It hits the jutting stands. Alonso is in. Winker will score. Vientos will be held at third. Brandon Nimmo with a 9 RBI day, tying a Mets club record.
All that added up to 9 RBIs in 3 innings in the Mets' 19-5 shellacking of the Nats. The 9 RBIs tied the Mets team record set by Carlos Delgado in June 2008, and Nimmo became the first player to tally 9 RBIs in 3 innings since Sammy Sosa back in August 2002. Jackson Merrill wasn't even alive when that happened. Nimmo turned his whole season around in just 3 innings. Take the lesson of Brandon Nimmo. No matter how rough things may be going for you at the moment, you can always turn it around just like that. Particularly if you're facing the Nationals bullpen. It is not often a guy asks out of the leadoff spot in the lineup, and it's unusually rare when that guy is a possible future Hall of Famer who has primarily held that leadoff spot for his team for about half a decade. But I've definitely never heard anyone use the reasoning Jose Altuve did for begging off batting leadoff on Monday and presumably moving forward. Altuve says his new position in left field is too far away from the dugout. I just need that little extra time to come in from left field, Altuve said before Monday's game. I just need 10 more seconds. Okay. So, Monday night, so Jose could have that extra 10 seconds, he was batting second in the lineup behind Jeremy Pena for the Astros against the Red Hot Tigers. How did it work out? Well,
That ball driven high and deep to left field. Altuve hits the community leaderboard sign, basically on the train tracks.
yes, Altuve, presumably refreshed from all that new rest he's getting, homered in his new 2 spot, his 4th homer of the season, a 2-run blast off Jack Flaherty to help the Astros beat the Tigers 8-5. The Astros are now a season-high 2 games over 500 and only a game behind the Mariners in the AL West. Hey, Jose, a suggestion. maybe we move you down to 9th in the order. You'll have enough time to take a nap. After the break, the Braves brought back an old friend. After a slow start to the season, the Braves, they've come on lately. I live here in Georgia, and that stretch where I heard Braves fans always grumbling, "When's college football going to start?" has started to die down with all these wins. And Ronald Acuna Jr. isn't even back yet. But you still can't blame the Braves for wanting to make it 2021 again by science or magic. Thus, the Braves sent down struggling former prospect Jared Kelenic on Monday and replaced him with Eddie Rosario. Yeah, the 2021 NLCS MVP he hasn't hit much since leaving Atlanta, and he was just DFA'd by the Dodgers a week ago. But you know what? You can't put a number on vibes. The Braves responded to Rosario's addition and all those vibes by doing something that pretty much everyone else in baseball is doing these days, by beating up on the Rockies Monday. Atlanta ended up beating Colorado 6-3, though Rosario wasn't there for it. He hadn't made it to town yet. The Braves are now all the way back to just 2 games under 500 after that miserable start. Feels so much like 2021 around here that I'm going to start wearing Jock Peterson's beads again. Where are those things? I left them around here somewhere.
O'Hearn to deep right field, down the line. It's out of here.
That was Ryan O'Hearn hitting a 3-run homer off Will Warren in the 3rd inning, helping the Orioles beat the Yankees 4-3 and ending the Orioles' 3-game losing streak. For all of the O's pitching problems, Japanese import Tomoyoki Sagano has been great. He struck out 8 in 5 scoreless innings, dropping his ERA to 3.00. Aaron Judge had 2 hits in the loss. He's now batting .405. Those St. Louis Cardinals just can't win on the road. They've actually won every single one of their 5 home series this weekend, including 2 out of 3 over the weekend against the Brewers, but on Monday they rolled over and took a nap in their road series opener against the Reds on Monday, losing 3-1 to drop their road record this season to 2-12. Fordham grad Nick Martinez had a 5.80 ERA going into the game, but cruised past the Birds, giving up just 1 run in 6 innings. Don't look now. The Reds have won 5 in a row. Hey, are the Twins starting to figure something out? After a miserable start, the Twins have won 4 in a row and 6-7 after smoking the Guardians 11-1. Tyler Soderstrom had a 2-run double in the 5th inning, giving him 24 RBIs on the year, 2nd in the AL, as the A's beat the Rangers 2-1. The A's raised their road record to 9-5, which is actually the best road record in baseball.
Down the line, base hit, Tommy Tanks delivers.
That was Tommy Edman, maestro of clutch, knocking a 2-run walk-off single in the bottom of the 10th to give the Dodgers a 7-6 win over the Marlins. Edman's teammates poured a bunch of water on him when it was over. They were pretty happy. At some point in the next 3 months, perhaps sooner rather than later, the Marlins are going to have to trade Sandy Alcantara. He's a former Cy Young Award winner. He signed through 2026 at a reasonable rate with an option for 2027, and there isn't a team in baseball that doesn't desperately need starting pitching. The only problem so far, Alcantara hasn't been very good. After missing the entire 2024 season, Alcantara has a 6.26 ERA so far and is just 1 start removed from getting shelled by the Phillies for 6 earned runs in 2 innings. Dodgers are so light on pitching right now that Alcantara will face Matt Sauer, who the Dodgers are running out there as start of a bullpen game. Don't think of it as an audition, Sandy, though it's kind of an audition. Think Tobias Funke. Oh my gosh, it's a fire sale. First pitch is at 10:10 p.m. Eastern Time. You can watch it on MLB Network. And that's all for today's Morning Lineup Podcast. Thank you for listening. Please be sure to give us a rating and review and tell everyone you know about this podcast. Matt Monaghan will be the man playing the violin on the edge of the Titanic tomorrow. I'll be back with you on Monday morning. Thank you, Andre. I'll have the veal piccata.